Hello and welcome to this week's episode of So Fired. I'm Chelsea Toronto.
I'm Dr. Lindsay Regier.
And welcome. Each week on So Fired, we take life's shitty things and turn them into pretty things.
And we share all of our issues because they're never ending. And this week, we're talking about phrases you gotta flex but are low-key clueless about.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're expecting that one, were you?
No, I wasn't.
Mhm.
It caught me off guard. Hey, what is your So Fired for the week?
Well, it's my birthday coming up this weekend. Just FYI.
Don't forget it again this
Don't
year.
forget it again. And I really wanted to go see Drake because he was playing the day before my birthday. And it just wasn't really in my financial future to be purchasing some Drake tickets because they're pricier than I thought. And this is the so fired part. So he rescheduled
Oh, nice.
because apparently logistically he cannot bring the whole setup and the stage to Denver in time, which I don't know. That doesn't really make sense. But now that it's rescheduled, I think I have a better chance of going whenever this rescheduling occurs. So I'm super pumped. I get a second chance at Drake.
It was meant to be.
Yeah. Mhm.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
Congrats.
Thanks. What's your so fired?
Okay, so I have recently started implementing intermittent fasting. And for those of you who don't know what intermittent fasting, it's an eating plan in which you're switching between fasting and eating periods of time. So me specifically, I am fasting 18 hours a day and eating 6. So that's my eating hours, my feeding hours from 9 to 3. It's when you want to eat versus what you want to eat. Okay, anyway. So the so fired part is I'm so hungry at times and I can't just immediately grab the first thing in front of me. It is slowing me down and I'm making deliberate choices and I'm actually hungry enough that I'm like, what would sound good to eat when I can eat 6 hours from now? And I'm making food.
Yeah, she's a chef.
I made like desserts. I've made multiple meals that I'm really proud of. So
I'm grateful for these desserts because she made a very good banana zucchini chocolate chip bread, which
Right.
I now have a loaf of, some ginger snap cookies.
just
Down those last night.
I've never
so-
baked. Have you ever known me to bake anything?
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So
Never.
it's really working.
Yay.
Thanks.
Yeah. Do you have any issues?
Yes, I do. I'm also implementing my handcuffs again, so you won't see me touching my stuff. One moment, please. It's going to take me an extra second to turn the... Okay. So my issue is with packaging in the U.S. It is, just a little background, currently it's a $184 billion industry. So that means they're putting a lot of thought into it. And there's a specific term for packaging in which it's called clamshells, in which it's virtually impossible to get into unless you have a tool, because they want to be able to display the packaging. And without you having access to it, it helps to prevent theft and I don't know, whatever. So my issue is specifically, I can't get into the medication that I need for irritable bowels. So I can't get into the medication that I need when I need it immediately.
Is it beyond a childproof lock?
It's just, and it comes in a little packet, like push through tablets. Maybe.
Sure.
But you need scissors. And I'm like, it is of dire need. Time is of the essence here. And you got to like peel it back and then push it through. I'm like, who is abusing Imodium AD? Like, just let me get into it. And I will use it because like they say, well, not to toot my own horn, but they say hot girls have stomach issues.
Yeah.
I don't know so much about the hot thing, but I have stomach issues.
Apparently all hot girls have stomach issues.
Okay, well, I'm not putting myself in the hot girl category, but and I'm into it like every day. Oh, it just fresh.
Oh my gosh. You should, before you need it, you should go into the packaging and take it all out and put it in a little pill container of some kind.
Fucking brilliant. I no longer have an issue. Thanks. What's your issue?
I'm here. This is stomach adjacent issue. I just stumbled across this on TikTok yesterday. There's a thing called free bleeding. My issue is, it's when you have your period and you don't even wear a tampon, a pad, or the period panties, you just free bleed. You throw a towel down and you just let it flow. And you don't leave the house and you don't have a life because what are you going to do? Go bleed all over the place out in public? Like, no. And now it's like, oh my God, so much healthier. And like my periods are so much lighter. I'm like, I don't believe any of that. And it's disgusting. Like you're just voluntarily staining all of your like towels and clothes. And I find it repulsive. I hate being a woman. That's what that sounds like. What do you think?
I do it.
Yeah. No. No. You do. You lay a towel down, you just lay in bed and bleed.
Oh no. This seems like a lot of information. I am older than you, and it is the length of time and the amount is diminishing dramatically. So it's like maybe a day and a half.
Okay.
You have that to look forward to when you get older.
An IUD has solved all my issues.
Okay. There may be a time in which you don't have it, just so you know, as you get older, definitely one thing you can look forward to is less of a period.
I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, so like I just fuck it. Like black boxers, you're good.
But
I don't think ever in my lifetime did I think I was ever gonna that I was gonna tell you this, let alone say it on air. But
is this at nighttime or is this all the time?
I would say at nighttime, on the weekends. I'm not doing it while I'm at work.
Okay.
I'm like, oh.
Okay, I get that a little bit more, but these girls are taking a week off of work and just laying in bed and bleeding.
That's the equivalent of like your dog that you've chosen not to have her fixed.
Yeah.
You put a diaper on her.
I'm just repulsed.
I get that.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew. And they're like dripping on the tiles.
Oh God. I think this is why it bothers me so much is because back in college, I had a roommate who would free bleed all over the kitchen. It would be dripping. There'd be drops around.
It's unsanitary.
So unsanitary. And she stole a bunch of my shit. So I was just not a fan.
Wonder where she is and what's happening to her now.
I don't know.
Gotta be karma somehow there.
She's leading the free bleeding movement on TikTok.
Oh. City.
I have one other issue.
Oh, please.
So as a chiropractor, I get new patients all the time. And mostly they become my friends of some kind and I like having conversations with them. However, there's that period of time where I have just met you and maybe I've seen you like one other time. And
in the office.
And said patient has to bring up the issue with our economy, the issue with the politics in the country, the issue with the medical care in this country, how the education is going in the shitter, how we should not be using any straws at all. I want to use a dirty ass styrofoam cup that I brought from home to refill it at Starbucks. And like these very like topics, opinionated topics. And I just met you a week ago and I don't know you that well. And I'm getting the sense that we don't agree on anything at all.
Right.
And and I can't get out of the conversation because when I'm at the office by myself, there's no one to be like, hey, there's a phone call for you. Or like, hey, there's another patient coming in. I'm like, why are my patients running late today? Please, someone come in at your allotted time today. And I'm stuck in a conversation that I can't get out of.
Interesting.
And they feel like they can just throw all their opinions on me.
This is the first time I've ever heard you say this.
And it's so uncomfortable. And I don't know how to get out of the conversation.
Do you just like nod?
I'm like, oh yeah, oh, yeah, And I'm like inching them away to get out. And I'm like, I'm ushering you out the door. Why are you not leaving?
Could you say, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have to hop on a Zoom call?
At some point that does happen.
Yeah.
But they're just like rambling on and on and on.
Why do you think that is?
I think they're lonely. I think they don't have a podcast to share all their issues with.
Or a friend. Do you think it's because of our demographic, like where we're
Yes,
located?
and this was an older gentleman.
Oh, it's a gentleman. Oh. What about the ladies?
No, the ladies are fine.
They don't have thoughts.
No. We go off on tangents about where to get Botox and like where we're and like the best deal. How long does yours last? Well, maybe you should try this, girl. Like you should try Dysport. Yeah, I should definitely switch up the toxins once in a while. I can talk their faces off about Botox.
Those are my people.
Yeah.
I didn't anticipate opinionated Fox News dudes.
No, not at all.
He's an outlier.
He is an outlier. I'm like, I don't know where you came from, but welcome.
He was headed on his way east
Yeah.
on the
He
highway.
got lost.
You know what? I
What?
too have another issue. Ballet flats.
Oh. Ugh. Why are they back in style?
Did they ever really leave?
Yes.
I think low key they've always been around because you would like use them to walk to the subway.
Yes. I think they were temporarily replaced by the loafer or by those. What are the ones that you throw in the washing machine? The birdies?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or Toms.
Toms.
Ew.
Yeah.
I especially hate ballet flats. They're trying to tell me that they're in because they've made them like a Mary Jane. And
Mhm.
then I'd like to, but
I was
literally
an
the worst.
I was an avid ballet flat wearer.
Ew, really?
Yeah. Let's see. In college, for sure, some leopard print, some basic ones. When I was doing, yeah, definitely college years, I was an avid ballet flat wearer.
I am as offended by your ballet flat wearing period of time era than you are to like free bleeding. That's offensive.
Yeah.
Visually offensive.
Fair enough. Because now I look back at them like, ew.
Ew is right.
With skinny jeans.
But I get it. That was a big thing.
It was a big thing. And I was working on my feet and they were comfortable.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. But I will not do the second go round.
No. Mm-mm. Okay. Did I have any more issues? Sometimes I have more issues than anything else. Oh, you know what? I found a way in which I can delay fall.
Oh, tell me.
It's a small thing, but I think it's making a big thing. I am holding off as long as I can, switching to fall shoes.
Oh.
I momentarily considered wearing like brown suede knee-high boots.
Mhm.
I was like, no, hold off until October.
Oh, that is a good delay.
Yeah.
Because
Kind of a hack.
I also thought about breaking out the Uggs today. And I looked at them. I was like, I'm sorry. You are too early.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay, we have given ourselves permission to eat pumpkin and drink pumpkin.
Mhm.
But if we can hold off until high boot wearing like black suede and Uggs.
I know.
I
Until
think-
October.
Yeah. What do
Yeah.
you think about that?
I like that idea.
Okay,
Mhm.
great. And I have another thought.
What?
I think the true definition of a relationship is if you share a TikTok feed.
Like us.
Like us.
Except for I'm kind of dominating the algorithm on our TikTok.
You know what I dominate
What?
is our conversations on air. So it's only fair.
So it's only fair because I'm forcing you to watch mini cows,
I love it.
makeup tutorials.
I need it.
So many makeup tutorials. And that's about it.
I'm okay with it. I'm like, I never in a billion. I would do cows. I have cows on my Instagram feed.
Yeah, they're so cute.
So cute. And but that little monkey. Oh, that's my Instagram. But the monkey that like touched the tongue with the
Oh
dog.
my God.
It's so cute.
I mean, I think subconsciously I'm infiltrating your mind because you said today that you really enjoyed doing your makeup.
What I said was, I now, at this many years old, understand the value of putting on makeup. Because until today, I was putting on makeup as an obligation.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't necessarily make me feel prettier,
Right.
but because you took me to the drugstore, showed me yet again what to buy and how to apply it, I was like,
Yeah.
I
'Cause
get it.
last week we were doing our makeup to record some content and I was like, okay, so it's like 10, 20 products, whatever. And she's like, I don't get it. What's the difference between like the 5 things I use and the 20 things you're doing? I was like, you just watch, you wait and see. And at the end of my makeup tutorial, you're like, oh. So I enjoyed it immensely going to the drugstore and picking out makeup and telling you what to get and how to do it and why you need it. Just like my other joy in life.
Good.
Yeah.
Glad I could do that. Thank you.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, so I've been reading a lot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to switch up my reading things that I'm doing. Kindle locks me into doing a challenge once in a while, but and I started a book. I'm like, this is terrible. So I went back to the Kindle challenge and I'm like, there's got to be a better book to read. So I found a one by a Hispanic author. That's the challenge. I don't know why.
A Latinx.
Yeah. But before this, I want to read more novels because I read a lot of nonsense and it makes me dumber with the books I'm
I
reading.
kind of agree with that. Oh my
Mhm.
God, how bad do I want to touch my face right now? I have literally hair in my eye. And so what are you
So
currently reading?
so I was just reading Tomorrow.
Oh, I know. If I ever stop, okay, go
There
on.
were 73 words in that book that I highlighted that I had literally no idea what it meant.
Really?
Yeah. And I consider myself to be intelligent. And
I did win a spelling bee
I did win a
contest.
spelling bee. I'm pretty good at English, but these words, I don't even know.
Right.
They're so long. And
The words.
the words are long. I'm like, I don't even know how to say this word.
So have you retained the words?
No.
Just
No, but they're on a list of words for me to learn, and I wanna try to slip them into everyday conversation if I can remember one.
yeah,
So I think I just need to pick one word a week to use in conversation.
right.
But then you use a big word and people are like, "What's your deal?"
Why are you acting weird?
Yeah. Exactly, and they're like, "We don't know what that means." I'm like, "Me either, really, but I'm gonna try to use it in conversation."
Me neither. I always fantasize of having friends that go to dinner parties and like sit around and talk educational and smart things like philosophy
Yeah.
and politics, but in like an obscure way that use words, multiple words that you don't know in a sentence. But the likelihood of me ever doing that is absolutely zero.
Yeah,
You would live
same.
on the Upper East Side of New York City or the West Side, maybe.
Do you struggle with bloating, anxiety, constipation, fatigue, skin issues, or other nagging symptoms but don't know where to start or what to take to truly fix it? If this sounds like you, we have the perfect company that you need to meet. Gut Personal is a personalized functional medicine supplement and coaching company that gets to the root of your gut issues. Unlike generic supplements, Gut Personal developed a quick 2-minute quiz. You know, we love a quiz, where you'll receive personalized supplement recommendations from expert functional medicine dietitians. This way, you know exactly what supplements your body needs to get relief. I personally use the booster and the prebiotic for better digestion, and I know when I take it consistently, even my skin looks a lot better. So, if you're tired with dealing with painful digestive issues or mood swings, PMS, go over to gutpersonal.com, take their quiz, and then you can get your custom supplement regimen today. So visit gutpersonal.com and use code SOFIRED10 to get a 10% discount on your first order. Somewhere else, but not here.
Instead, I'm just gonna watch a rom-com movie about it.
Yes.
Okay, so what are you doing with these words? You're just kind of
I'm trying to like remember what they are first of all and then use them in everyday conversation.
right.
So at least I can expand my vocabulary and I don't necessarily need to sound smarter, but I feel like it's a brain challenge
Sure, sure.
and I'm trying to keep sharp for as long as possible.
Right. Some may say like dictionaries are kind of stuffy and unrelatable.
Yeah, I would say I don't reach for it often.
God, I used to have to reach for it all the time. I was like, I don't get it.
I should start reading that before I go to bed and I would be out in 2 seconds.
Snoozeville.
Yeah.
You
Snoozeville.
know what dictionary is relatable?
What dictionary?
Urban Dictionary.
Oh, yeah.
That is one dictionary I look forward to reading.
I do love the Urban Dictionary.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think that is one thing that has been introduced to society that has actually made it better.
I agree.
You
Because
get
can always
technology and all the things,
yeah,
but like this is a treat
can always have a good chuckle.
every time.
Mhm.
And then you can sit around. Some people have drinking games in which they read the sexual explicit ones and
Mhm.
then they all laugh.
Well, one time we were playing, I think maybe Cards Against Humanity, possibly, or something along those lines. And it was with my family at Christmas, and it was the dirty version.
Yeah.
So, of course, no one in my family knows what anything means.
You would hope.
So, Austin became the human Urban Dictionary,
Yeah.
and he had to explain everything.
How did your parents feel about Austin after the fact?
I don't know. They probably liked him a little bit more. And I was
Oh.
I was like dying of embarrassment for him.
Oh, kind of.
Mhm.
I would be cringing.
Yeah, or he would just pull it up on his phone and say, "This is what it is."
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Way to sidestep that one.
Mhm.
Doug used to tell the most inappropriate jokes at when he first met my parents. And I was too dumb to even like be embarrassed.
Sure.
And years later, my mom was like, clearly he was nervous because he just kept rambling on, trying to make people laugh.
His nervous tick is dirty jokes.
Yes. And then my parents were like, oh, Chelsea, really? This is who you're spending time with? I was like, oh, he's so great. Mom."
Oh, when my parents first met Austin, I think he said shit, and we don't swear. No, he said fuck, I think. Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah. And he was like, "Oh shit, I said fuck."
That's like Love Actually.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, but we let it slide. Okay, so Urban Dictionary.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you want to? Here's a little bit of historical or just some facts.
Just give me a
behind it.
quick little background.
So it's a crowdsourced online. It's kind of like Wikipedia, right? Originally, what's the guy's name? Aaron Beckham. He created it in 1999 in the efforts of for college students, so they could share slang back and forth, kind of a Facebook, if you will.
Yeah.
And then it really picked up traction, momentum in 2003.
Why?
Well, there was a UK High Court judge that actually used it in an argument.
Oh.
Right? So he validated the use of Urban Dictionary. So there are only 3, criteria, is that no racism.
I like that.
And
no sexism.
Yeah.
No bullying.
Are you seeing my? Yeah, there they are.
Yep.
I couldn't find the notes. So those are the items.
Okay.
Otherwise, anything, and
anything
they don't
goes.
discriminate against misspelled words.
Oh.
And I was like, finally, my people.
Okay. Did you find some good words on Urban Dictionary?
No, not necessarily. Did you?
Yes.
Oh,
and
I did find 2 that I liked.
Okay.
Wait, go ahead.
Well, yes, and it's more, I would say, Urban Dictionary / Gen Z words that I don't know what they mean.
Sure.
So actually, when I looked up a random word on Urban Dictionary, it just says random word generator.
Oh, fun.
The word that came up was Kenosha, which is random because Kenosha is a city in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It's the armpit of the state. Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's disgusting. You do not want to live there. People are trash. And if you get
Sounds
called,
like I want to go there.
Yeah, you get really fucked up. You drink cheap beer, and no one's cute. It's disgusting. So if someone calls you a Kenosha, you're like, ooh, that's so Kenosha. Yuck.
Yikes, they're really slamming it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what does it mean definition wise?
That's it. Yuck.
Oh,
You're the
trash.
armpit of the state. You're trash.
Oh.
Yeah, and I found that funny that was the first random word that generated. Because
does it know you're from Wisconsin?
It must. I don't know.
Okay, do you have another word?
I do. Cap.
No lie.
No, it means a lie.
That's right.
Lie or exaggeration.
Yeah. Because they say no cap.
Yeah. What? Should I start using that word?
That
phrase?
moment has passed.
No cap.
It's
done.
Kind of.
Okay. How about oop?
How can you use that? Can you spell that?
And I oop. OOP.
Is it one word?
No. 3 words. And I oop.
I don't know.
Just means to be really surprised or shocked.
I ooped.
Yeah.
How do you use it? Is it a verb?
I guess so.
No, it's I ooping.
Let's say this is an example. I got tickets to the CU game, and
would you stop it? You're just trying to torture me. Okay, go on.
How about
and I ooped what?
You're excited, a shock. Got tickets to
That's a
CU
real
game,
stretch.
and I oop.
Okay, what else?
Stunt cunt.
Please tell me.
Stunt cunt is when
Oh, jeez.
you're basically calling another girl to be your wing woman because you're with your boyfriend, and let's say I don't like fantasy football, but you like fantasy football. You call in your stunt cunt and you're like, talk fantasy football with my man because I'm tapping you in.
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like I've done that. Maybe not for you, but I've definitely done that.
Yes, I thought that was a good one.
There are times where, like, if the 3 of us are together, it's, like, almost like if I'm yielding onto the highway, you let me yield, so you're the car behind me.
Yeah.
So he and I are driving in parallel lanes.
I'm like, "You got this. I have no interest in talking at the
But
moment."
it's it's like, I tapped her in, so I'm still doing the work.
Yeah.
I brought her.
You're my stunt cunt.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I like that.
And the other one I have is clam jam.
Oh. Please tell me.
Equivalent of a cock block.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. How about food call?
Food call.
Any
Ooh.
thoughts?
Is that when you have to decide what kind of food you wanna eat?
Similar. It's the equivalent of like a booty call. You're willing to go out on the date just to eat.
Oh.
I was like, I've done that before.
Oh my god, that's how I ended up with a boyfriend that I hated in college.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I think that's how I stayed with certain relationships longer than I should have. I was like, do you want to go to steakhouse? Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Girls gotta eat.
I know. That's what he said. He knew full well that it was like just nothing but food calls.
Oh my god.
And then there's pre-gret.
Pre-gret?
Yeah. Any thoughts?
You're about to go do something and you already don't want to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's because you know how to spell. You knew. What's the first part of it?
Regret?
Yeah. What is it? The predicate?
Yeah, the predicate
And what's the backside?
is the predicate to the verb.
Yeah.
And a conjunction.
Yeah, those
I don't know. I'm just throwing out English words.
Yeah, pre-gret.
Conjunction. What's your function?
This is not where I thrive.
Do you remember that schoolhouse
Kinda.
or
Yeah.
whatever they call it?
Totally.
And then, okay, anyways, I'm thinking of those cartoons.
Pre-gret.
Pre-gret.
Do you want to hear some more?
Yeah. When would you pre-gret something?
Oh, all the time.
I now know. I have a
Oh.
regret, which is now turning into a pre-gret. If you are going to go to Starbucks and get a cold brew coffee, like,
But you didn't know.
I
to
didn't
pre-gret
know.
that.
I didn't know. I feel like I am on drugs of some kind. And I even ate before I went to go get the coffee.
Your pupils are rather dilated right
Yeah,
now.
they are.
You kind of are cracked out.
Yeah.
No, not in like the truest sense.
I feel kind of cracked out, and it's like taking all of my willpower to not spin out. Yeah.
I told you that. I
So-
was like, I live there, so I know what
Oof.
you're going through.
So the next time I ever make that decision, I will definitely have the pre-gret because I know what's coming.
Here's an example of pre-gret. I
Yeah.
don't know how much I can actually say, but there was a thing I was going to do in the AM. I would have to drive like 2 hours out of town to the west.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And you're like,
No.
pre-gret.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't because I didn't.
Yeah. Okay, give me another word.
Badassery.
That's me.
Asshole.
Asshole. Oh, is that the person in class in college where you're just asking questions to
Yeah.
like make yourself look smart?
Totally. How about Ann Curied? This one might not, because you might not know.
What is it? Ann Curied?
Yeah. Do you know how Ann Curie was? Ann Curry
No.
in the Today Show?
No.
She was fired for no reason at all.
Oh. I was thinking Marie Curie.
Yeah. of course.
Radiation.
Blame storming.
Oh. You're victim. You're the victim and you're blaming.
They're
And on
trying to
everything
like
else?
brainstorm who was
Oh,
left holding
who's
the
to
bag.
blame? Oh, I love that.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, that happens so much in pop culture right now with Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner.
Right.
He's trying to blame her and make her sound like a bad mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Did they have a child together?
They have two.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
They
And he's
got-
trying to make it spin like she's a party girl, like blaming her as to why they're getting divorced.
Oh, this is, you know this one intimately.
What is it?
The designated drunk.
Oh, yeah. Been there, done that.
Yeah. Which is not you.
No.
Oh, this one I know intimately. Duck face. We kind of know. These are already like very much in
duck
our-
face with the lips.
I can't help it.
I think you do that a lot.
I do that a lot.
Oh,
Have you not noticed that?
no.
When I was on amphetamines,
Mm-hmm.
it's the equivalent of when people
You just did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like when you were referring to when you were regressing into your middle school bitchies
Yes.
and like it suddenly like descended on you and your face and your hair changed. You like flipped anyway. So it's the equivalent of cocaine. You like grind your teeth.
oh.
Amphetamines, I would pierce my lips. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Purse your lips.
Purse my lips.
Mhm.
And if I'm overly stimulated, I purse my lips.
Oh, that's also the look when you're disappointed or you're just not having it. There's definitely a lip
That's
purse.
this.
Oh, a little side duck lip, not full on duck lip.
No. And now I was received a very well, I don't know, because I overline my lips, so it looks like it, but does it look like I'm pursing my lips?
Well, now you are. That's so yeah, I mean, I think of duck lips as in you're taking a selfie and people doing the duck lips.
Well, luckily you can just use the filter and it does it for
Oh,
you.
I know. Now I don't have to do it anymore.
Okay. I feel like these are like the particular list that I'm looking at. These are
How about frack?
yours are better. I don't know.
A fictional swear popularized by the TV show Battlestar Galactica, and frequently used by people, usually nerds, who like to curse but keep it clean. Frack.
Ugh,
Bunch
hilarious.
of nerds.
Okay, we know every one of these.
So we're cooler than we think we are?
Or these have been around so long. This is such a dated post.
How about OTP?
I have no idea.
One true pairing.
I don't know what that means.
It's like when you're really shipping a relationship and you want it to work.
Shipping? Okay, let's back up. The adjectives you're using, I can't even like make it to the okay,
Can't make it to the definition of the word.
shipping?
So shipping is like you're building a ship for this couple and they can sail away off into the sunset because
What?
they are
Stop. What does shipping mean?
shipping is like you really want these two people to be together.
Who's doing it? A third party?
Like let's say for like a celebrity couple, Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel, I ship them. Like they're super cute together. I like them.
Why is that the word?
Because you're building a ship for them to like get on the ship and sail away into the sunset and live happily ever after.
Sure.
Yep, because they're OTP.
Soulmates?
Yep.
What about
Oh, another one.
Yes.
Eat.
Tell me.
Eat. Be excited.
Mm.
Eat. I could see myself using that.
Yeah, that does seem like you.
Yeah.
What about munch?
Munch? Like butt munch?
Nope.
Munch on some snacks?
It is a gentleman that eats without receiving eats in return.
Oh.
He's
In a sexual way?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a selfless giver.
He's a muncher.
He's a muncher.
Oof. That kind of sounds
Could pass on
I mean,
that.
that sounds great for us, but the word itself sounds gross. Like,
I could pass without that.
could it just be like, he's a nice guy?
Altruistic.
Yeah. I guess when you're describing someone that it's like he munches.
A muncher. Ugh. Well, they seem to say that like anything goes.
Yeah. It's very creative.
It's so entertaining.
Yeah. So I'm happy people are using their creativity to come with funny terms.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you have any more vocab words? I think we're good.
No.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
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 Do you have any?
Nope. That's all I got.
Darn.
Okay. So if you know any other fun words or terminology that you think we should add to our dictionary,
Or offensive ones.
yeah, please let us know because I'm looking to expand my world. And make sure you share
horizons along with those words.
Yeah. So make sure you share this episode with your bestie and follow us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at So Fired. Definitely make sure you're subscribing on YouTube because we actually have 2 more bonus episodes that we put out every single week. So you're missing out on content if you're not on YouTube. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The stories and statements expressed herein are experiences and opinions. They may not represent the views of the production studio or the hosts. If you disagree with our content, that's okay. No podcast is perfect for everyone.